let's go ahead and get started. So what is a universal design for learning? The definition here I grabbed I found online: minimizes barriers, maximizes learning for all students. It's hopefully understandable. A way to think about it is if we focus on designing the learning environments that helps all of our students, then any of our students will be able to learn or will be able to find it more easily to learn. The example that I like to use when I think about UDL and applying it is captioning and captioning for videos. We, of course, caption videos for our students that need the accommodation, whether they're deaf or hard of hearing. But captioning also serves people whose first language is not English. It serves people who are waiting at the gym or at a waiting room. I should say waiting at the gym. We exercise at the gym. The people who are exercising at the gym, who are in waiting rooms, and also those of us who have family members who might choose to sleep at different times. It is nice to have captioning there. So that's an example of something that we might do for a particular population of our students, but potentially could benefit all of our students. And so that's a definition of universal design for learning. It meets humanizing our instruction by establishing and maintaining that human connection with our students. And this fall, the semester that's about to start, that's actually especially important. I'm going to share with you a chart that was done from some research. Our students, especially those who graduated from high school this year or last year, and even those who were our students last year, think of the disruption that they've experienced in their educational journey leading up to this semester. And not only perhaps did they have to take online classes or remote classes, whether again in high school, whether they were students here or at another college, they also, like so many of us, had their family lives, their work lives disrupted by the pandemic, and they continue to be disrupted. So it shouldn't be a surprise that incoming freshmen or first-year students across the country have shown a decreased optimism in what they think their college experience will be like. This chart here is from a survey that was conducted and reported on in Inside Higher Education. And these are students who are recent high school graduates. They're all entering college this fall, so it's the first time college experience for them. Back on May 8th, 61% of the survey respondents said they were very optimistic about college, going to college. On August 17th, just a couple of days ago, that was down to 39% who were very optimistic. Optimistic is not part of this, right? This is part of the Likert scale of questions that they were asked. And so I find it disheartening to know that the new college students that we're going to be encounter as a group are less optimistic than they were about starting college. And I'm going to read a quote here from the director of higher ed and student engagement at a foundation that focuses on emotional health of teenagers, works to prevent suicides. She said, her name is Erica Riva. She said, "We need to really design when we return to campus a culture of caring, compassion, and belongingness." So hopefully by humanizing your instruction, especially at this critical part of the semester at the very beginning, that can help. And so what I'm going to do again is go through, I think I've got a list. There we go. So these are 4 tips and tricks. And what I'm going to do is for each of these is talk about them, in particular the timing. I'm going to show you inside Canvas, me trying to do some of these things. I'm going to give you some real life examples of how this has been done. And then most importantly, I'd love to hear from you, and I'll do this at the end of each section. What are some things that you're already doing to help humanize the experience for your students?